Welcome to another AMI video. Today we're getting to know more about how using a Plan, Do, Study, Act process can help you improve your practice. Ever feel unsatisfied with the results you're getting, despite your best efforts? There are many things in education we can't control. So what if we focused on what we can control? What if we tweaked our practices and took a systematic approach to testing them out until we improved our results? Sounds more complicated than relying on intuition or tradition? Sure, but it doesn't have to be. That's where the PDSA cycle comes in. Plan, Do, Study, Act is a structured, reflective process that relies on data to help us identify changes that work and those that don't, allowing us to make better decisions about how to spend our resources in order to keep improving over time. Let's look more closely at the 4 stages of a PDSA or Plan, Do, Study, Act cycle, using attendance at PD as our example. Let's say that attendance at PD sessions is consistently low. A team is thinking of new ways to increase attendance and participation at PD. Should PD be offered at a different time of year? Perhaps smaller sessions with a follow-up plan? Or maybe the option of online PD? This is the most important stage of your PDSA. Take the time to do the planning and the rest will follow. First, identify an issue using data. This will help you make a statement about what goal you're trying to accomplish. What's the improvement you're seeking? Using our PD example, the goal would be a 50% increase in attendance at PD sessions by June 2021. Once you have evidence and a goal, use an if-then statement to articulate the change that you think will make things better for your community. In our example, the test of change might be to create multiple ways to participate in PD to suit different needs or learning styles. Once you've chosen the change you want to try out, decide what you hope to learn and make a prediction. You'll compare the results to your predictions to reveal gaps in understanding and help refine your idea. So, you collected baseline data when choosing which issue to address. You chose the change to test out, and you've made your predictions. Now, what data can you collect and monitor to test those predictions? Is the change you're trying out leading to improvements? To find out, you need to collect evidence. So let's look at what data might give us this information. In our example, evidence will come from monitoring and charting participation at in-person and online PD sessions over time, and collecting feedback about the model of PD being offered through a survey or exit cards. The plan to implement the new change and collect data involves describing who, what, where, and when. Now it's time to jump in, try out your change idea, and see what happens. So once all preparations are in place, you can go ahead and test your idea on a small scale. By starting small, you minimize risk, you move to testing more quickly, you have less data to collect, and you learn more quickly. It's a good idea to test small amounts of data often to monitor change over time. At this stage, it's critical to reflect on any surprises, challenges, or unintended outcomes that may have come up during the test. Time to find out if the change that was tested had the desired impact. Assessing the impact of the change by reviewing the data means that you compare the new data you have to your baseline to look for changes. What was your prediction? Does it align with the information you're getting? This will help you answer your ultimate question: did my improvement theory work? Questions that are helpful to ask at this point are: who has my change affected or not affected? Were the effects of the change positive or negative? Why? How much did things improve? Is this change idea worth keeping or developing? Checking data for unintended negative consequences will definitely affect how you act when you get to stage 4 of your PDSA. Back to our PD example to illustrate this. The change did have the desired impact of increasing attendance at PD. The lack of support in online PD sessions, however, led to reduced confidence in transferring knowledge to practice. In the fourth stage of any PDSA cycle, your team has to decide whether to adopt, adapt, or abandon the change idea based on your findings. If the change was successful, you may consider testing it in other contexts. If the outcomes were negative, it may need to be abandoned. If, however, you predict that by tweaking elements and retesting, you may get better results, then you make changes to the next iteration and you redo the PDSA cycle over again, including all 4 stages. In the PD example, the team might do the PDSA again, but this time offer follow-up support for those who attended the online session. In this way, PDSA cycles are ongoing. They build upon each other as we incorporate what we learned from the previous cycle into the next iteration. We think big, start small, and learn fast. It's important to share results and actions of PDSAs so that others are able to learn from your trials and improvements can be spread and scaled. You may be asking yourself, why should I try out a PDSA? Well, here are just a few of the many benefits of using a continuous improvement process. We can all use PDSAs to make improvements in our own or our team's practice. So now it's over to you to think of an issue and create a change that will lead to improvement. What will you choose? Getting started is often the hardest part. So if you have an idea or a problem, reach out. We're happy to join you, no matter how small you start. Thanks for joining us. Check out our other videos on our AMI YouTube channel and visit our website for lots of resources to help you along your improvement journey.